welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be continuing my How to Prepare Meat Alternative series. I'm going to be making tempeh tacos. Tempeh is an Indonesian soybean patty, basically. It comes in a package like this, and here is what the patty looks like. And there's different kinds of tempeh. This is just a soybean one. You can also find ones that are all multi-grain, and they contain usually flax and barley and brown rice. There's also vegetable tempeh, which contains, it's made up of like some chopped up garden vegetables as well. So the brand I usually buy is Light Life, just because that's the one that you see around usually. You can do a lot of different things with tempeh, but today I'm going to be making, like I said, tacos. Another way to prepare tempeh that I also really like is to stir fry it, cube it. You can make like fajitas out of it. But today I'm going to be crumbling the tempeh almost like a ground meat. So tempeh is good for you because for a lot of reasons. I mean, for one thing, it's really high in protein. So it's a good source of protein for vegetarians. And it also contains calcium and some other nutrients that are really good for you. So over here I've already started heating up one small yellow onion. I chopped it in probably like, I would say not finely chopped, it's like in chunks. And I am sauteing that in 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. As soon as those onions start to get translucent, I'm going to add the tempeh, and I'm going to season it sort of like a meat flavor. I'm going to use some soy sauce, liquid smoke, and vegan Worcestershire sauce to give it sort of a meaty flavor. You could also do the same type of seasoning with veggie grounds like boca grounds, and I also use it a lot for walnuts as well. And then you stuff like you stuff the chopped walnuts in like a squash of some type. But anyway, so as you can see, I'm crumbling this tempeh and making it into like little meat like pieces. And again, clean hands whenever you do this. Make sure you wash your hands. And you just kind of crumble it. If you decide to make it in the cubed fashion, which you know, I'll probably shoot another episode sometime where I make it that way. It does stay together really well. It doesn't crumble at all when you cook it, which is really nice. It stays nice and firm. So if you want to have it crumbled, you have to really do it by hand in advance. And I don't use taco seasoning. I make my own. I find that taco seasonings, pre-made seasonings, are really high in sodium, and they always give me a stomach ache. So I make my own out of chili powder and cayenne pepper and some other things that I will show you a little bit later on when we get closer to that time. And it's starting to smell like these onions are cooking, so I'm going to go over here and stir those. When they're ready. Actually a little bit too well done, the truth be told. So I'm going to add my tempeh. The tempeh does take a little bit longer to cook than the other ingredients in our tacos. I'm going to put tomatoes, corn, and what else am I putting in there? Spinach, and then we'll top it with avocado and diced green onions. So I'm going to turn this down, and actually it looks like I'm going to need to add the other ingredients here. So for the soy sauce, I'm going to put in about a tablespoon. Same with the vegan Worcestershire. Maybe 2 tablespoons of this. You want yeah, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of this. I am trying to be better about measuring. It's really hard for me. I cook by taste and looks. So for the liquid smoke, I'm just gonna put like a few drops. I just shook it a couple times. And then we'll stir this up. It's been on medium-high. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. It's been on medium. I'm going to turn it up to medium-high. High, probably. Better. Okay, so that's going to saute for probably about 5 minutes. While that's sauteing, I'm going to chop up the rest of my vegetables. I have garlic and tomatoes that need to be chopped. Here is the tempeh onion mixture sauteing in the pan. And I'm going to need to add some more oil because this is sticking. So I'm just going to throw in a little bit more oil, just a dash, and probably some water. Okay, so my tempeh has been cooking for like 5 minutes. I'm adding 3 cloves of chopped garlic. And I also have on the stove over here some vegetarian refried beans that are heating up. They're actually refried black beans. And those will be really good to serve with the tacos. So the tempeh is getting close to done. I think it's about time to add some of the other ingredients. This really doesn't take long. I've also preheated my oven to 300, and I'm going to throw in a couple tortillas shells just to warm. These are whole wheat tortillas, and I'm putting those in. I have a piece of foil in the oven, and I'm putting those in to heat them up so that they can just be kind of warm. So now I'm going to go ahead and throw in my tomatoes, and I have this frozen corn here. Probably like a cup and a half of frozen corn is what I have left. This bag is made out of number 2 plastic, so tossing it in my recycle bin. Alright, so let's get that stirred up. And then we're going to add a splash of water in here. Because everything is sticking to the bottom of the pan, and I really don't want to use any more oil. All that water will cook off. So now it's time to season the tacos. Like I said, I use my own, I make my own taco seasoning. Stirring these black beans here. By the way, this makes enough to serve about three or four people. So parsley, I always put in tacos. I love parsley. I think it's really good. Put like about a tablespoon of that in. Salt, more like a teaspoon-ish. Cayenne pepper. Maybe like a half a teaspoon of this. I'm putting in a fair amount. I like my food really spicy. You're going to probably want to put a half tablespoon. I'll actually use my measuring spoons. This is chili powder. That's like a heaping, half tablespoons. That's why I can't use measuring spoons. And then some fresh ground black pepper. And we'll stir all this in. Excuse my messiness. My cat just ran through the kitchen. He likes the smell of it too. Okay. So I wanted to tell you guys also that tempeh is available. I'm sure, I forgot to mention this, I think it's really important. The tempeh is available in most grocery stores. You don't have to get it at a specialty grocery store. Typically you can find it in a regular grocery store. I bought this tempeh at just a chain grocery store and in the produce section. It's usually in the produce section by the tofu. So that's looking pretty good. These beans are basically done. The refried beans only take a second. So I'm going to turn that down to low just to keep it warm. And I'm going to let this cook another couple minutes and I'm going to throw in some spinach. Oh, I almost burned myself. Let's not do that. So the spinach cooks really fast. And I'm going to wait just a second. I'm going to start cutting up my avocado first. I just want to use this on top. And I'm not very good at cutting avocados. It's something I need to work on. Oh, actually, this is like the perfect amount of ripe. This avocado. It out. And then I'm just gonna cut strips of it. Cut them in half, right in the peel. I don't know if this is the right way or not. It's just how I do it. It's easy. Okay, so my camera battery died and I had to charge it real quick. So you guys missed me throwing in the spinach, but I put in 2 large handfuls of fresh baby spinach and I only cooked it for like 2 minutes. It didn't take very long. So here is the tempeh taco mixture with the spinach and it's ready to go, and my refried black beans are ready to go as well. Over here I have all my stuff. My tortillas I just took out of the oven. Some green onion chopped up, some green hot sauce, and my avocado. So I'm going to put this all together. Okay, so everything's done. It's time to put it all together. So I'm going to put my refried black beans on the bottom here. A couple big scoops of my tempeh tacos. Probably I'm not going to be able to close my tortilla at the end. Some avocado. I really shouldn't be using my fingers, but I'm the only one eating it, so whatever. And a few green onions. My hot sauce. I'm like addicted to spicy food. And I'm pretty much ready to eat my lunch. So I'm going to go grab the camera so you guys can see what this looks like all put together. So here's the tempeh taco all put together. It looks really good. I'm excited to try it. Okay, let's try this. It's probably gonna fall out everywhere. You have to be really comfortable with yourself to eat on camera. It's really good. It's actually not even that spicy. I think that, you know, people that don't have as high of a tolerance for spicy food would be fine eating this. It's really tasty. So I'm gonna sign off here and enjoy my lunch. It only took me less than 20 minutes to make this, so it's really easy. I hope you try tempeh at home. It's a nice change from tofu and some of the other beans and stuff that you would normally eat as a vegetarian. And I like to prepare it, like I said, as a ground meat with some smoky seasonings. It tastes really, really tasty. So thanks for tuning in to Kat's Kitchen, and stay tuned for more tips on how to prepare meat alternatives. Have a great day.